Hello. Welcome back. Welcome. Hello. Hi, Laura. Hello. Hello. Thank you all. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello. Welcome back to this lovely online wellness retreat by Fertility Help Hub. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. I'm just waiting for our lovely to join us of Laura Tucker Holistic Skin. She's going to be taking us through the most magical facial, and I can't wait. There she is, our lady.
Hi!
Oh, Laura. Welcome,
4 o'clock has taken forever to come.
Oh, my darling, you've been... For me, it's gone really fast instead. It's gone really,
I
really quickly.
can imagine. What a beautiful day it's been.
Oh,
It's
Laura,
been so
thank
lovely.
you. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you so much. I'm really glad you're able to tune in a little bit to us and to earlier on. I've been inspired by Chet, and I'm wearing my white shirt because you asked me to be open chested. So even for people that are maybe sat at home now, maybe if they if they can prepare as well for themselves, how easy they can
Yeah.
prepare. Yeah,
Yeah.
is that
Sorry,
right?
sorry, yes, you froze. I wasn't sure if it was my end or
Sorry.
your end. That's okay. Yeah, ideally, if they have sort of an open chest, that's great, open décolletage. But if not, not to worry, because they can just join us on the neck area. So not to worry, but ideally, yes, that would be good.
Brilliant, wonderful. So I'm just going to turn off the commenting so that people can see you, which is brilliant. So now they've got full view of you, my darling. So
Perfect.
yeah, I will, first of all, I'll introduce you. Obviously, Laura Tucker, you are passionate about the face, about skincare. You actually come from a background in makeup, don't you? So that's your background is in, you've always had an interest in the face, so to speak, but
Yes.
full of color, full of expression. This is your passion as well. And it's kind of moved, you've just sort of grown into this space of this holistic skincare from that, hasn't it? Your journey has evolved now into this space. So just if you couldn't mind just sharing with us a little bit about your journey and
Yeah.
what you're doing now.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I've been a makeup artist for just under 20 years, I think. So I've always worked with the skin, but in a slightly different capacity. And my skin journey began, I guess, when I began doing makeup. So probably over 20 years ago. But
Yeah.
actually, the holistic side of my new journey, I guess, really started, I guess, sort of, I don't know, I guess about sort of 3 to 4 years ago. I sort of got my first crystal, and then it kind of
Wow.
went from there.
Yeah.
But yes, so I also am a Reiki practitioner and a crystal therapist as well. So I incorporate the two beautiful energies from the healing perspective into my facials. So that's the holistic side. It's really a full body balancing, really, as you know, you've
I was
experienced.
going to say, as I
Yeah,
have, and it really is magic. It's not just about the facial, it's far deeper. And I'm
yeah,
really, excited for us to have a taster of that this afternoon from our homes, Laura.
yes,
So thank you so
yeah,
much once again. I don't want to take up
absolute
too much of
pleasure.
your time because I want you to, people to be able to experience you. So
Yeah,
I will
absolutely,
hand the baton over to you, my love. And
absolutely.
yeah,
Thank you.
here
So
I
so
am.
we're going to as we said, we're going to be doing a really mindful facial massage throughout lockdown.
Mm.
Obviously, being a facialist and a makeup artist, and also with the Reiki as well, I wasn't able to do anything hands-on. So what that meant was I had to find another way of trying to really help and support my clients, and also see what else could I offer. So
Mhm.
the sort of facial massage is so heavy within my facial anyway, because I really believe in, if you can break down the tension that's going on in your face and your
Mhm.
neck, everything will just start to sit a little
Yeah.
smoother. The
Yeah.
sagging that perhaps has
Yeah.
occurred will
Yeah.
start to tone up with with regular practice.
Yeah.
Um, And it just sort of went from there. So what we're going to do today is pretty much a small snippet of what I've been doing in my virtual
Wonderful.
sessions.
I can't wait.
So let's begin. So just to make sure you've got whether it be a hydration mist for your face or cooled, chilled green tea or something perfect. If you don't have that at home, wherever you're joining us from, please don't worry. It's not overly essential. I would recommend it though, just because when you apply like an oil onto the skin that's dry, the skin has to just work a little bit harder for that moisture. So actually, it's kind of it's sort of it doesn't really work as well. Whereas if you apply an oil to damp skin, it actually sort of creates this beautiful sort of fusion, and that's what's going to really lock in the moisture as well. So little tip.
Brilliant. Thank you.
And oil, as I said, you can use just a face oil. I'm just using a really lovely.
And I've got olive oil.
I was going to say olive oil as well. It's perfect. So it's absolutely fine.
Brilliant. Okay, cool.
So what we're going to do, I'm just going to move my hair out the way. So the real focus of this massage, I mean, it's an afternoon now, so let's bring the calm. My intention with my treatments is really just to give you that sort of mindful moment of calm, as you know. So let's just stop for a moment before we even do anything with our hands and the beautiful products we're going to use. And just, you can either keep your eyes closed or you can either keep them open or you can close your eyes. And just what we're going to be doing is just almost like a very, very gentle imaginary scan down the face and all the way down the neck and maybe into the shoulders as well. And when we do this, we are sort of checking in with ourselves and checking if we can feel any tension and any tightness going on in our facial muscles. So it's a really good indication into bringing awareness really as to where we hold our tension. So it's quite common for somebody who's staring at the screen a lot. Maybe they're working from home, so maybe they're sort of frowning a lot. So you often get sort of lovely frown lines in the center of our eyebrows. And actually, if we're not aware that that is where we hold our tension, then, you know, we will end up finding that we have sort of a few more lines in that area, and they will stay a bit longer as well. So if we just continue sort of going all the way down the forehead, the eyebrows, really slowly coming down to the cheekbones, maybe you can feel some tightness around the outside of your cheeks where you've got these really strong masseter muscles which eat and chew our food, all that nutrition we're getting from our food. And as you come down to the jawline, just notice if you can soften your face any more than it already perhaps is. So it's almost like we're imagining the tension within the face to be like butter melting in the sort of hot sun, just easing away. And then as we come further down the neck and the shoulders, again, just checking in to see if we can find any areas that are slightly sore or a little tense. And again, not sort of judging where we hold our tension, because that's not the point of this. It's really just bringing awareness to how we hold ourselves. And then once you've brought that awareness, just hold on to that. Just sort of bank it as a memory for after the session. And when you're ready, you can gently flutter your eyelashes open. And if you want to just take your hydration spritz, whatever it may be, toner.
Yeah.
Okay. And can either spritz or apply with cotton or bamboo pads, whatever it is that you have. Just going to do mine. So just spritzing all over the areas that we're going to be focusing on.
Nice.
And then whilst it's still damp, if you want to just take some oil, just a little bit will do, about 20 pence piece. You can always take a little bit more when you need to. And now let's just begin by taking just some lovely breaths in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. So we'll do about 2 or 3. So taking a really lovely inhalation and exhaling through the mouth. And you might want to give your shoulders a roll back as you do so. And then inhaling when you're ready through the nose. Exhaling in your own time. And when you're ready, we're going to take the oil and just begin. I like to go on my forehead and chin, spreading along. And the emphasis for this ritual is really calm, bringing some calm, really slowing down for the afternoon. So, sort of bringing awareness to the tension where we're holding it, but also just calming down our central nervous system as well. So just spreading it all over the areas that we're going to be working on, really slowly, all the way over, making sure it's around the eye area as well, all the way over. And we're just going to begin by taking our hands to our chest and very gently making some side-to-side sweeps, feather-light pressure. And the reason for this is when we work with facial massage, we're working lymphatically, so with the lymphatic system, which is so important for removing toxins from the body. So our lymphatic system is so important for illness prevention and really just helping us have a really good flow of toxins to remove them from the body. So I like to see the lymphatic system as a river. So it's like a constant flowing river. And every now and then, perhaps the river will get clogged with pebbles, sediment, leaves, whatever that may be. It's the same as our skin. So we need to do something to keep it moving. So what we're doing at the moment is just really just helping any blockages that we've got from stagnant. Perhaps we've been sitting down a lot today. You have.
Yeah.
And
clearing a lot.
Yeah. So, our body hasn't perhaps moved enough to help clear these blockages. So if we start moving everything down from the top coming down, it's just all going to get clogged. So we want to just help it to move freely. It's just coming up to the neck now, continuing with this really soft touch all the way up the neck, down the sides of the neck as well. So coming up, round the back, coming really gently down and all the way up and down. And we'll come to the other side. Also, with massage, the other really important thing is that we, as we go up, our upward strokes are inviting fresh, nutrient-rich, oxygenated blood to the face. So again, if we don't move and we don't massage our skins, we're not going to get the nutrients that are really going to feed the skin health, the cells, the cell renewal. So it really is so important that we just do this really every now, it doesn't have to be a chore. Nothing should be a chore. So
it's lovely to touch myself, actually. It's so lovely to touch.
So that's
self-touch is so nice.
That's another reason. Let's just start coming up the neck now, really gently. You can go a little bit more of a medium pressure if you wish, but just enjoy the flow coming up the neck. We're bringing in fresh, oxygenated, nutrient-rich blood now to the face, and it's really just going to help ease the tension away, break down the fascia as we go. So it's in between sort of the muscles, just breaking it down, the skin health. Coming to the other side, just a few of these. So I don't know if you can feel, well, as you said already, really working with this really calm, flowing movement. It actually also just feels really lovely. So, I don't know, I can speak from experience, that lockdown you know, sort of that human need of touch perhaps wasn't present for some people, you know, if you're single or, you know, maybe you were separated from loved ones, perhaps. You know, that human need of touch is so important. And actually, let's just come up, face, really gently still, flowing through. You can do it this way, or you can very gently go this way. So yeah, so this is free, you know. This is a lovely, really gentle, soothing touch that we can do for ourselves. And I find there's so much power in that. You know, there's something we can do for ourselves that's so simple. It's calming down the central nervous system. Releasing those happy endorphins as well, which we mustn't forget. Come to the other side. Just warming up the muscles that are below the skin, really inviting that fresh blood flow into the face. And you may notice that your skin starts to go a little on the red side or pink, if your skin tone allows that colouring, obviously. And that's absolutely okay. The only thing I would say is if you are somebody that suffers from rosacea or high sensitivity, just go a little bit easier, a little bit softer. But yeah, so just being aware of that. But the redness is actually really great for our cell renewal. So it's really important. That's why at night time it's a really good time to do it, because what it does is it will just, as we relax and our bodies completely rest as we sleep, our bodies don't stop. So the cells are just regenerating and they're just working for us. Let's just come with some little hook fingers now and take your thumbs. We're going to place our thumbs below the chin, underneath, our hook fingers on the chin, and our jaw is going to place in between those fingers. And very gently to begin with, we're just going to smooth out. This is the really great sculpting move. Just coming back down, trying to take one hand at a time, because what you'll notice is it just, again, just calms everything down, because you feel that constant connection with yourself as well. So just smoothing all the way. And as you go along, you can go a little bit deeper. So a bit more of a medium pressure, and you may start to feel, oh, okay, there's a little interesting spot. So you can just go back over that. Mine's here today, and it may be different every day you do this, and that's okay. But that's, you know, like if you work out and you're using a foam roller, for example, or you know, you go and have a massage, you work hard to break down the sore spots. It's the same thing. We just want to go a little easier on the face because we don't want bruising, obviously. So you can just smooth away that tension. And what you can also do is help the lymphatic system as well. So the points under here are helping smooth along lymph waste. And you've got lymph points here. You've got them under here as well, which you may notice if you get a cold, they swell.
Yeah, sure.
So as we smooth up, we can then very gently release the pressure and go feather light and circle around by the ears and also underneath. So at the same time, you can really gently circle around. So when it comes to the lymphatic massage, we work very feather light, gently. When it comes to muscles, we can go a little bit deeper, a bit more medium pressure, as long as we've warmed the muscles up first. Okay, so now let's take our knuckles now. So your hands into sort of your fists.
Yeah.
And now we're going to just start coming up the face, up into the cheeks. You can maybe feel underneath the cheekbones a little bit. So if you want to, you can push up into that underneath cheekbone, smoothing along and coming down. And you may feel under that cheekbone as you go, ooh, that's an interesting sore spot. So perhaps when we did our scan to begin with, you didn't notice that. And this is normal, you know, this is or where we eat, you know, we talk. So this is why regular facial massage, it doesn't have to take long. You can do a very short routine even. Just regularly working through this tension will really benefit, not only for sort of aging well, because aging's going to happen, okay? I'm a big believer in, if it's natural, you know, if it's going to happen naturally, it's meant to happen. But there's things that we can do just to age well, really. Just smoothing along, coming up higher now, coming right up. Just smoothing your fingers over your cheekbones now, just smoothing away really gently. You can go a bit more of a medium pressure, and we're always going to work from the center out, because we want to encourage blood flow, everything up and out, coming down for lymphatic. So imagine a waterfall, we come down, and for lifting, we go up. So you can now take your hands into prayer mode, take your thumbs underneath, and we're really gently now coming back to our lymphatic, really gently smoothing down, so out and down the neck, really gently coming back. And obviously these are just a few moves that we can do. There are many, many more. But just bringing some calm, and perhaps you've noticed, you know, perhaps you've got sort of puffiness around the eyes today. Maybe you've been staring at a screen for a long time and not moving again. So this move is really great for that. It's a really great depuffing move. Now, if we just want to come up to the eyes, we're going to take our ring finger, the corner of the eyes, very gently again, feather light. We're going to come underneath, make sure you've got enough oil. And then as we come up, we're going to push into that corrugator muscle here. And my goodness, does that feel good. And then we're going to very gently smooth over the eyebrow, coming down, releasing the pressure, and coming down underneath again, feather light, coming down, and again pushing up with a medium pressure, because that just feels so good. This is an area we really do hold a lot of tension. So if you want to remove, well, help get sort of minimize any fine lines that form in between your eyebrows, so the 11s lines, as we call them, these ones.
Yeah, the angry lines.
The angry lines. You want to relax, you want to train your corrugator muscles that are here, and your eye orbital muscles that are around. You want to train them to relax, so you need to release that tension. So we smooth around really gently to help with depuffing, and we go up to release that tension. And down. And we do one more, okay? Coming up, just because I've done a few of those, but they just feel really good.
Really
and
good.
now as you reach the end, let's come over to the other side, one side. We're just going to very gently, 2 fingers or 1 finger, whatever works, start lifting at the side. And we're lifting, so we're encouraging all the muscles that perhaps have got a bit tight, started to sag a bit. I don't like the word sag, actually. That's not a nice word, is it?
Release.
Relaxed.
Soften.
They've softened. Yes. But actually, I really liked what Laura was saying this morning, because actually just bringing that softness, coming over the forehead as you go now, we're just going to lift the brow as you go. You know, that softness is very similar to what I'm talking about with, you know, noticing, bringing awareness to the muscle tension, you know. So just allowing your whole body and your whole facial muscles and neck muscles to soften will really benefit you as well. And the other bit, I mean, the main real benefit of massage is just for skin health, so as well. So, you know, if you want that glowing skin, yes, of course you can apply highlighters coming over to the other temple as you go. That's it, start smoothing over, that's it. Of course you can apply highlighters and glowing products, of course you can. There's nothing wrong with that. But regular massage will give you that naturally.
Yeah.
So it's honestly, there's so many benefits. After doing a good facial massage routine, you will notice your skin is just glowing, and you may already feel in your face that you already feel a little bit more lifted gently. Just come to the center now. Very gently smoothing up, really slowly. And just now, I'm just going to take some fingers over the eyebrows, and we're very slowly, all in one, with the fingers together, working together, going to start smoothing round and round the forehead. And what I want you to do, or I invite you to do, is close your eyes for this and just feel how that feels. And perhaps, because I do work energetically as well, obviously, see if you can feel anywhere within your sort of chakra system, so your energy system within the body. If you can feel it somewhere. So for example, maybe it's a really lovely feeling that it releases. So maybe you may feel sort of pure love in your heart chakra. And maybe perhaps you feel it a bit lower down. Perhaps it's releasing like a really lovely sacral feeling. There's nothing wrong with that at all. In fact, I think the sacral chakra is one of the chakras down, deep down in your belly, right below your belly button. It's I think it's an area that we actually neglect a little bit. So yeah, just sort of see if you can feel where it feels lovely. And then just to finish up, we're just going to come with one finger into the middle of the eyebrows. And now we're just going to really, you can take two fingers if you want, really gently, we're going to work on this meridian line, this energy line that comes back. So, and really gently continue that circling move, but really slow. And now again, I encourage you to close your eyes and let's work with the breath a bit. So maybe as we go up, we inhale, as we come down, we exhale. So working with a really slow rhythm, working with your breath. And just coming all the way up, and as you reach the top, come back down. This just works again as a really lovely calming movement. So perhaps somebody who's watching this is going through a little bit of a stressful time at the moment for whatever reason. This movement on the forehead is something that I really encourage you to try, because it just really calms everything down. And just giving yourself a moment, even if it's like 3 minutes or 2 minutes, 30 seconds, just encouraging that calm, really, really just taking things down. It has so many benefits for you, you know, so if you don't have the time, 30 seconds of just doing this even. I think, are you still awake? You've not gone to sleep, have you?
Oh my gosh, that feels so good. I've almost gone to sleep. It feels so soothing. Actually, having the oil is a real help. I've often do it, but without an oil.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can really feel it.
Always do massage or any sort of massaging movements with an oil. This helps to not, otherwise you sort of run the risk of damaging the skin, and the skin's very fine, remember.
Yeah.
Let's just come to the top. Really gently now, super feather light. Coming down, 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 really gently down the sides of the neck. Coming down all the way down and out to the sides. Come to the side, all the way down. We're now encouraging all the toxins that we've released to move, flush away. We don't want them anymore.
No.
And they will help encourage clear skin. If you're somebody, come to one side behind the ear. You've got loads of lymph points around the ear. So we're going to just start smoothing down the out behind the ear, all the way down. So if you're somebody who has blemish prone skin, perhaps if you are somebody who's taking hormones at the moment for treatment, and you've actually had, rather than having dry skin, perhaps you've got more hormone blemishes, imbalances. Lots of really calming, slow down lymphatic massage will really help. Regularly doing it. Really lovely to just keep everything moving. Coming to the other side. So that will really help. But also regular massage with a really beautiful rich oil will also help you coming up if you have dryness. So if you're somebody who's suffering from dryness, it will also help you. So, you know, I think, you know, this is simple. I say that in the sense of it's something you can do for yourself. So if you are somebody who is not really confident at the moment to come and see somebody for a treatment, for a facial, even though if you come to see me, I will have a mask. It's quite hilarious. It's quite an interesting look, actually. It's very 2021. This is something you can do for free.
Yes.
So, but I do these sessions online and in person as well. Actually, I'm doing them in person. Let's come to here. Just continue that flow, finishing where we started. Smoothing along. And now if you just take your hands on top of each other over your heart, just close your eyes for me. And just notice if you can feel the really gentle beating of your heart beneath your hands. And perhaps you can even feel some sort of tingling sensation in your hands from where they've been working hard for you. And just take a moment just to thank you yourself. Thank your hands for helping you feel good. And take your hands into your lap. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Laura, thank you. I'm just going to quickly turn the comments on just in case anyone would like to share. Laura, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Gosh, I feel so much more relaxed, and it's incredible the effect. I even feel it just on my face doing it smoothly. I think actually before I quite often do it really roughly, and that's probably not the way forward. This is actually incredibly relaxing.
We want to do everything in a rush, don't we?
Of course.
You know, we always do. And that's absolutely fine. Like the morning, I really encourage everybody to do a quick massage with their cleansing, whether it's a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm in the morning. But that's okay. That's when we bring fresh energy into the body. So that's absolutely fine. But for the evening, it's just great just to calm everything down. And as I said, it doesn't have to take an hour, but it can do.
That's absolutely beautiful.
It's up to you, but one just quick tip, just I just sort of have lots of water now after you've done your massage. So we want to encourage the lymphatic system just to keep flushing. So lots of water.
Great idea. That's such inspiration, because you really made me think. Earlier on I had Rebecca who was talking about the candle and about the mini self-care ritual that we can do, and I'm just thinking of that. Now you've given us that opportunity to, you know, hopefully have a few tips on our face, so maybe we can really put our legs up on our bed and just for a few minutes light that candle, close our eyes, touch our body, touch our face,
and
listen to the music.
It feels. Notice within yourself. I mean, maybe I went a little bit out there for some with the chakras, but you know, I think it's really important just to check in with ourselves to notice, how does that actually make me feel? You know,
for sure.
Oh, that feels good. So
Yeah, for absolute, oh, what an absolute pleasure, Laura. If anyone has any questions for you, please do share them with Laura. Otherwise, we can contact you. How, my darling? How can we get in
Um,
touch with
you can
you?
contact me on my Instagram, so
Yeah,
it's there, but Laura Tucker Holistic Skin.
wonderful.
So you can contact me there. There's
Yeah,
my website is actually in the process of being designed. I think there's a few of
wonderful.
us out there like that at the
I
moment,
know
but
everything's big
it's
changes.
coming.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
coming.
wonderful,
So all the details will be on there, and I am currently I'm back doing treatments. I'm working from a room in Hampton, so the Inspired Hub Hampton. So
wonderful. And you do them online as well, don't you? So you do can
and I
do
do them
massages
online as
with people,
well. So
which is
yeah, so I've
brilliant.
stopped for now. I've taken a break from my weekly sessions, but I'm
Yeah,
doing them bespokely. So if you have a
brilliant,
few family members or friends that you want to do them with, get in touch. Or I also do one-to-ones as well. But I will
wonderful,
be bringing them back. So don't worry, everyone
wonderful.
who's a regular. I see there's the Patty's here. So yeah, so don't worry, they'll
Yeah,
come back. But
yeah,
I'm doing them in
fantastic.
person too. So yeah.
Brilliant. Laura, thank you so very
Absolute
much once
pleasure.
again for sharing your wisdom and your joy of facials. You know, I can really tell just how much you put behind it, and it really is of a benefit. You've totally just chilled me out. So thank you very much. My face is very
Good.
happy. Thank
Oh,
you, my darling. And
absolute
thank you
pleasure.
all for tuning in to us. And yeah, wonderful. We're up with Karen next. But Laura, thank you so much, my love. Lots of
Absolute
love. I'll see you
pleasure.
very soon.
See you
Thank
soon, lovely.
you.
Bye
Thank
bye,
you.
everyone. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.